including Austin Wells, who was catching for Cole, was confused by the intentional walk to Devers with no one on base. Bryan, you were at this series, you were at this game. What was your reaction?
Disbelief. This is just a situation you did not see coming, and I think that this is a spot where everybody got their signals crossed a little bit. Gerrit obviously overthinking this situation. Devers has owned him. He has 8 home runs in his career against Cole. That's the most of any player, but Gerrit's also struck him out 15 times, and I think what you want from your ace, what you need from your ace, is the mentality that he will not back down to anybody. And I heard here that the Red Sox bench got on Gerrit very loudly. They called him every name in the book. You can kind of imagine what they were saying after that free pass to Devers. The optics of it were just terrible. The 4 fingers and the dismissive wave to first base, it was just a bad look, and things just unravel from there. Clearly a tactic. Gerrit wants to try something different. He's not going to try that again.
No. You'd hope not. You'd think you wouldn't. It was obviously mystifying to everyone watching and everyone in baseball that he tried it in the first place. We've been covering Gerrit Cole quite a while now here in New York. I was stunned to see that. I guess kudos for at least admitting it was a mistake, but that was something you can't find a defense of it. You can't find anyone who would make a defense of it. There's so many other tentacles to that, because now Aaron Boone has to go up there. I mean, this is the modern manager's job in a lot of ways, but that was a tough one for him to say, oh, I should communicate better, and it was on me. It's like, yeah, I'm not sure anybody really knows that there's a sign from the dugout to take off an intentional walk. So obviously the messaging on that then becomes a challenge. Everyone's got to get on the same page after the game. The clubhouse obviously is going to have the same opinions about that anyone in baseball or watching would have. So that's a difficult moment for a team that's very clearly far and away the best team in the American League. And then win 3 out of 4 from Boston, to have their weekend tainted by something like that. And again, to have the manager have to own something like that when I'm sure he didn't approve of it like anyone else in baseball wouldn't. Just bad vibes, and that's why I think it was really important that they won yesterday. That couldn't be the beginning of a descent, but still, even though they won, this is what we're talking about on Monday, not that they won 3 or 4. So this is a low moment for the Yankees.
Yeah, I feel like I've said this multiple times so far this year, which is that so often when we do the vibe checks, we're saying, like, technically the Yankees have a better record than the Mets, but somehow the vibes feel better around the Mets than they do around the Yankees all year. It's interesting you make the point about how with Diaz, you don't want the manager sending the message, oh, he doesn't think he can get the out. You don't want your pitcher sending the message to the manager in reverse. I don't think I can get the out. It was such weird vibes. And, you mentioned this, the best team in the AL. We're going to talk later. Is the AL race over? Why? Why send this weird, loud message that's going to reverberate around your clubhouse, around the league, around the media, around the city, when it's like, I mean, not that you want to. If you knew you were going to lose the game, you wouldn't do it. But you could have lost that game.
If he hits it 600 feet to the Grand Concourse, it's a tie game.
Exactly, like it just
can't beat you there.
The risk reward, even of the worst thing that could happen is you have a tie game. If you pitch to him, and the best thing is he probably makes it out, because that's how baseball works. Usually they make it out.
It made him look bad. It was just the whole thing was very confusing.